Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well. I am doing fantastic, actually. I'm doing very well. And I'm so excited about, I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous about what I have to say today, but I'm going to say it because Dad told me to say it. We are sending everyone that does not speak uh, English back to their hometowns. Puerto Rico will no longer be part of America. They so wanted hated America, hated what um, that how we took. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. But we're sending everybody from Puerto Rico, their ancestors, their mothers, their fathers, their children, everybody who's speaking the Puerto Rican language. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta get off my land and go back to Puerto Rico. I don't know what they're gonna do as far as putting where you're gonna sleep or whatever, but you've been speaking that language here. This is not your land. That your land is not my land. We are separating ourselves. America is separating ourselves from Hawaii and America. They will have their own leaders there. Okay. Hopefully, pray to God that Dad sets up some godly leaders for your islands. But we are not going to be part of each other anymore. Okay, we are not, and I believe English was the language, the original language. Okay, um, I just believe that. So you guys can say what you want, but English is a language that I love, and when I pray in a like in a different tongue, it's just something that comes up in me. I don't know if it's just something that I do between me and my dad, and I guess I was able to speak in the all the tribes tongues at one time, but it wasn't. It was something that me and Dad came up with to um um to stop the people from trying to become greater than me and my dad, like becoming greater than me, and that's why I did it. But the religious people have taken it and made people, it's just crazy. Just stop speaking in tongues. Like the tongues are a language of Mexican, uh uh um different tribes. They speak a different language because that's what happened. We confused, we separated the people because of sin, because they wanted to be greater than God. They wanted to be greater. They thought they were going to reach up to the heavens to to my father, and my father's like, no, you know. And that happened, of course, after the curse, you know. So English is the original language of the people, and that those who want to live in my country, they will speak that, and that's it. So Haitian, there's gonna be no Haitian Day, Haitian month, this and that, and those holidays, they're going to stop. Okay, anybody who speaks a Puerto Rican language or a Spanish language, they have to go back to their country. You are going to be sent back to your countries. I don't care if you were born here. I don't care if you were born here. Your mother and your father are Puerto Rican. Going back to Puerto Rico. Going back to Puerto Rico. Unless you decide in your heart and your mind that it's America 100% for me. But your parents, They're going back. They're going back. They going back. I don't care. Even my son and his grandma, he want to attach himself to them. She going back. His dad can go with him. They ain't staying here on my land. He picked the wrong side. I told him, come home, come home, come home. No, he want to stay there. So now I'm going to send his grandma and her son and my son over to Puerto Rico, where they could sit there and cry and look and see if they could find somewhere to stay. Because that's where they want to go. Okay, and we're sending Claudia and her two sons back over to Puerto Rico. And her mama back to Puerto Rico. That's where they belong. Everybody from Puerto Rico, you're going back to Puerto Rico. Everybody from the Dominican Republic, going back to your land. You are not staying here. Especially if you came up against me. It doesn't even matter if you repent. The point is, okay, you got to go back to your own land. You can't stay here. Love you from a distance, but you can't stay here. Nope. Especially those two families that I mentioned. You're going back. Going back to where you come from. All the Mexicans, they're going back to Mexico. That's it. And God bless you if you have repented and you you'll be blessed in your own land. But everybody got to go back to their own land. And that's how Dad wants it to be. Everybody back in their own land. Your ancestors, that's where you going to belong. That's where you going to die. That's where you came from. Everything's going back to original, the Arabs and everything. And I want to talk about Dubai. We're going to be dropping some bombs on that whole place over there in Dubai. So they built up and everything for no reason. I want it destroyed. We're dropping bombs all over there. So everybody, they better send it out. They better send out the message that we will be dropping bombs on Dubai. It's going to be destroyed. Flatlands. Yep. So anybody who try to escape, go ahead. You better try and put, I don't know what you're going to pack, but we're going to be dropping bombs out there. All of that fancy, all that money and all that stuff, there's just too much wickedness going on over there, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So you can't hold hands in public, but you got all these kinds of girls over there doing all kinds of disgusting things with men from America, behind closed doors, dropping a bomb on it. I don't care. Men, women, children, it's all wickedness. It's a wrap. It's over. People from China, y'all going back. Going back. You got to go back, and you can't stay here. That's it. It's a wrap. Everybody's going back to their own land. And if you do not leave here, you will be starving and left out on the streets until Dad decides to clean up the dead bodies. That's what we're doing. Yep. We're not playing no more games. No more games. All the Indians, all the Pakistanis, everybody from different countries, you're going back to your countries. And if you don't get out, you don't take, I don't know how my angels are going to do it, how they're going to give you a signal on your phone. It's time for you to board the plane, or what day of the month to do it. But you better not miss the plane. It's time to go. You put up your asterisk poles. You had all your yoga and all that. It's time. It's over. Time is over. It's done. It's over. So there'll be no more. We're not playing games anymore. There will be no more aid or anything sent to any other countries. Countries are going to have to fend for themselves going forward. We are not lending out anything because this country right here, we're in a bad situation. That my people are in a bad situation because of all the sin and everything that they did against me. Um, so yeah, we're going to stop. There's a lot of things, and I know I have to start writing certain things down that Dad gives me. But yes, everybody's going to return to their own country, and I don't know if it's between like it starts now. It starts now. My angels are prepared to get these people out of the land. Okay, um, Italians, y'all got to go back to Italy. You need to go get out. Get out. UK, you got to go. The best thing you could do is go. Even if you, all right, I love Lord. If you love me, and you know that okay, I want to stay here. I really want to stay here, and I commit my life. I am committing my life to love, and I am going to live by her rules here on this land. I pray. You pray in the name of love, Father. Listen, please, oh Lord, Lord Almighty, and I pray for you guys. Dad, if they are sincere in their hearts, they're not doing wickedness in their homes. They love each other. They love their neighbors as themselves, and they repented. Then they are allowed to stay here, okay, and hopefully make it through your wrath. But those who are here wickedly and they're just like, well, we're gonna be here. We're gonna get them gone out, send them back where they came from. Revoked, we cannot accept you here because I have to clean up my land. My land is the purge. This is the purge. It's everybody who was doing wickedly while I was still sleeping, and Dad said I'm going to be like it's going to be like a drunkard waking up like mad and despise the faces of the foreigners who are on my land, putting up rules and doing things that are abomination to me. Now it's time to clean up. It's time to do this, and I'm excited about it because we are not going to be hearing different languages in our ears. Our sons and daughters are not going to know only one language, and that's Hebrew. That's the English language spoken in love. And everybody else, you can love me from afar in your country. And it doesn't matter. The Russians, y'all got to rush on back over there to Russia. I don't know what they're doing over there, but your president or your leader, whatever. I'm not familiar with your people. I'm not familiar. Okay? I don't even know what kind of spirit is in you. I really don't. And I'm just being honest. I don't know what kind of spirit is in you. And if you weren't born here, you got to go. Okay? And as far as my neighbors are concerned, Dad's going to deal with them. He's dealing with them now. But yeah, so yeah, we are no longer part of Hawaii. uh, Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico. You're not our responsibility. For years, all I can say, Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico. Okay, then you be Puerto Rico, but you're not a part of America anymore. So plant your seeds, build your houses, do what you got to do. But Mike, I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned. Um, and I prayed that my father raises up some um, godly rulers to each of these countries that I'm mentioning, so that the people could live righteous lives. You know, but yeah, especially my enemies. Oh, Vivian and all of them, they gonna get kicked out of their houses. They gonna have to go to Puerto Rico. I don't know if her mama's still living. I don't know. Indians, y'all gotta go back. Hindus, Pakistani, Arabs, Muslims, you're going back. You can't stay here. Nope. Nope. Not at all. And I want to talk about the black women who have repented and understand that I am the example of what our women, Hebrew women, are to behave like. Don't let anybody pull any wool over your eyes. Don't tolerate foolishness from your children. But right now, I'm in a place where, where dad said, people are going to say, heal yourself, healer. But I know what's going on. I'm getting more revelation from my dad, and I'm taking I'm taking my place on the throne, and I do know how I want this country ran. And so um sisters, let's get it together. Clean up your house. Throw that hot tamale daughter up out of the streets, because as for you and your household, you will serve me. And if you can't do that, then you'll be out on the street with them. That's it. That's it. You wanted me out on the street? Guess what? It's a mess. And just like my dad said, those who did not want me to rule over them, bring my servants, my angels, bring them and slaughter them right in front of me, out there weeping and gnashing of teeth. You don't see any tears coming out of my eyes for the wicked. No. No. And again, people who are driving reckless driving, you're going to lose your license. Your insurance will be revoked. If we catch you driving without a license, you're going to get locked up. So everybody who's doing things in their vehicles, knowing what they're consciously, like malicious sin, knowing that the law is already put out, doing it, we're going to lock you up if we find out that you're driving without a license. If you're wicked and you're doing things and right in front of my face because you know that it's me, it's just like you're just going right into like one of those gates that you can't see, right? But it electrifies you, like it's an electrical fence, but you can't see it. It's like a zapper. It's like a zapper, like the insect zapper. I'm the light, and it comes up. Zzz, zzz. We're taking money right out of your account. You come home, you did what you did. You took that You took that call, you answered the call of Satan, and then afterwards, oh, do this for $100 or this for $1,000. Zap, you get home like your credit card is zero balance. Well, how am I supposed to pay my rent? You don't have a place to stay. Um, but anyway, to my angels, those who were laughing before, they're crying now, and those who are mourning before will laugh, right? So that's what we do. So I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. But I think the next one is going to be to my baby because I love you. Bye. Mwah.